weather is amazing. Let's go outside.
It's so cool that school is closed.
Wait, stop. I'm sorry, but we can't go outside.
This isn't a vacation. We're staying home because of the coronavirus. Oh no! Corona! That's all everybody's talking about.
The whole world is talking about corona.
So what? Children know about me. How comes? We always watch people talking about you on television, and sometimes we find your name in our smartphones and in some newspapers. We learn a lot about you, coronavirus. That is why you stay home and I don't see anyone in the streets. Yes, all the mass media are talking about you nowadays.
The whole world is talking about corona. Stay at home, stay healthy.
We're staying at home. We're staying healthy.
After watching this video, we learn about coronavirus and many other news throughout mass media. So what is mass media? This is the title of our new unit. So now in this lesson, we are going to learn some vocabulary words that are related to mass media. Let's start with the first word, mass media. So as we see, mass media is a noun. Look at the pictures. These are the pictures of mass media. So the meaning of mass media is organizations such as newspapers, television, and radio that give information and news to people. And the part of speech of the word mass media, as we mentioned before, is noun. Now let's write a sentence using the word mass media. Thanks to the mass media, news travels fast. And here we say travels because news is an uncountable noun. That is why we consider it as singular in English. This is an extra information for you. And now let's move to the next word. The next word is newspaper. What is the meaning of newspaper? Try to look at the pictures and guess the meaning. Look, newspaper or newspaper, both are correct, means large pieces of paper with news, advertisements, and other things printed on them. Let's move to a sentence. My father likes to read the newspaper every day. And now let's move to magazine. Look at the pictures. These are magazines. Magazine is a noun, which means a kind of thin book with a paper cover. Look at the paper cover that you can buy every week or every month. We can't buy the magazines every day. It has a lot of different stories and pictures inside. Sometimes when we go to the dentist, we find a lot of magazines to spend time there. Now, the magazine is different than the newspaper, that the magazines are every week or every month, but the newspaper every day. Let's move to the sentence. Tom read a magazine article while he was waiting for the bus. Let's move to the word printing press. What is printing press? Look at the picture. I'm sure that you know the meaning now. So printing press is a noun, means a machine. This machine is used for printing books, newspapers, and whatever. Let's write a sentence using the word printing press. Before the printing press, people used to make copies of books by hand. Oh my God, this takes a lot of time. Now let's move to the word publisher. What is a publisher? Look at the pictures. We see this Oxford University Press. I think that we all are used to it. Let's read the meaning. A publisher is a person or company that prepares books, magazines, etc. To be printed and sold. So let's move to write a sentence. The publisher of Oxford Discover book is Oxford University Press. Advertising. Look at the pictures. Like sales, like when you say buy one and get one free. So the meaning of advertising is the activity or business of telling people about things to buy. Let's write the sentence using the word advertising. In newspapers, we see a lot of advertising. Let's move to the word broadcast. Broadcast is a verb. What is the meaning of broadcast? What do we do when we broadcast? Look at the pictures. When we broadcast, we send out sound or pictures by radio or television. Now let's write a sentence using the verb broadcast. Major TV stations like Al Mamlaka often broadcast the news about coronavirus. Now let's do an exercise. Circle the correct word to complete the sentences. Number 1. Printing presses or broadcasts in many cities print the evening newspapers. Sure, it's printing presses. Number 2. We use publishers or mass media to know the news. So sure, it's mass media. Number 3. Publishers or magazines print almost 400 copies each day. Copies. We have copies. So the answer is publishers. Number 4. Information in newspapers or in advertising are always correct. Where can we find the information correct? Excellent, in newspapers. Number 5. Some companies use what to get more money? Use advertising or broadcast to use money? To get money. Sure, it's advertising. Alright, so now we are done with today's vocabulary. We have more vocabulary to learn tomorrow. Please be ready and study these that we studied today. Study them by yourself, please. And now, let's have a homework. Use the following words to write sentences of your own. Newspaper, broadcast, and mass media. So I am expecting 3 sentences from each student. And thank you for listening.